When feeding your dog a homemade dog food diet for digestive disorders, you want to make sure that you're feeding one with limited ingredients that's easy to digest and has ingredients that are going to help to soothe and regulate his digestive tract. This homemade dog food for digestive disorders is very simple to make. In a well-greased cake pan, I am going to put 1 pound of cod, raw cod, and what you're going to do is bake this all together, and then you're going to mash it up with a masher. So I leave the cod whole. You can cut it into chunks if you want to, but once this cooks, you're going to be able to mash it no problem. I also have 1 cup of canned pumpkin. Just kind of spread it out a little so it's not a big glob in the bottom there. I have 1 sweet potato that I've cut into cubes. I have 1 apple that I've cubed, and cored as well. You don't want to ever feed dogs apple seeds. They actually have a small amount of arsenic in them, so you don't want to do that. I have 2 pounds of boneless chicken thighs, and I've cubed those just to help them cook a little bit better, and they don't mash as easy as the fish does, so I always cube that first. You'll have to excuse our dog Sadie drinking in the background. You can hear her drinking up a bunch of water. I have 1/4 pound of chicken liver, and those are going to mash up easily, so I don't bother cubing those. The final ingredient is 1/2 pound of green beans and 1/2 pound of carrots. And I have used frozen green beans. The carrots are fresh from our garden, but the green beans are frozen. It doesn't matter if you use frozen or fresh. And you're going to want to preheat your oven to 250 degrees. If you just heard that beep, that was my oven preheating. So now I'm going to cook this in the 250 degree oven for about 60 minutes. This is what your digestive disorder dog food should look like when it's finished cooking. And as I mentioned, now we're just going to take the masher and kind of squash this all up. You can see the juices are still in there. So, you know, everything's going to mash up really well, and it's going to be really easy to digest soft dog food. Once this has cooled completely, you can feed it to your pet. This homemade dog food for digestive disorders may not look super appetizing to us, but as you can tell, our chocolate Labrador Sadie loves this food. If you guys have any questions about this recipe, or if you'd like to see the recipe written out, you can click the link below this video. That will take you to our website where I've written the recipe out and given you some tips and tricks as well. You can store this recipe in an airtight container in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days. Or you can store it in an airtight container in the freezer for about 3 months. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me, Samantha@topdogtips.com. Thanks for watching. I hope your dog enjoys this recipe.